to the sun with me, so I can show you something you've never seen. And both you and I shouldn't be too shy about letting go for once. Come and be free with me. Follow me into the light. There is so much we can do in this life. Let it sink in, this is where we begin.
First of all, let's address the bat in the room. I'm a living bat. I actually should have worn this to the Halloween video, right? Hey guys, it's Aporupa. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm here with 5 DIY desk decor. As you guys can see, there's a desk behind me. So I kind of got a little bored with the desk decor I already had, so I need to change it up a bit. And I thought, why don't I take you guys with me? So without any further ado, let's get started. To make the cactus jewelry organizer, you're going to need 2 pieces of cardboard, and I'm going to start by drawing 2 cactuses on each of the cardboard. And the reason I didn't put any measurements on the screen is because it really depends on what size you want the cactus to be. After you're done drawing both the cactuses, cut them out. And then I'm going to make 1 slit on each of the cactus, and on the first one I'm going to make the slit on the upper portion, and on the second one I'm going to make it on the lower portion. Now you have to make sure that both the slits are the same size so you can slide through each other and not get stuck. Once you're done drawing the slits, and let's just cut them out, and then it should look something like this. Now let's see if it works. And it does. So our cactus base looks something like this, and then take it off and I'm going to start by applying some glue on the cardboard, and I'm using this darker green shade. You can use whatever you like, and you can also use a brush if you want to. I really like to work with my hand. It's like a lot more handy. Anyways, let's cover it up. After covering both the pieces with fabric, it should look something like this, and now I'm recutting the slits so it can slide through each other like that. And now I'm going to take them off again, and this time I'm going to use a white crayon and draw these spikes of the cactus. Now for the pot of the cactus, I'm using this old lid of some kind of a box I used to have. Now I don't use it anymore, so I'm gonna recycle it. Now I'm cutting pieces of white paper, and I'm just gonna use some basic glue and just stick it onto it. So now I'm using some black electrical tape, and I'm gonna cut some triangles from this and just stick it onto the pot. After that, I'm using a piece of styrofoam and I'm just gonna place it inside. This is going to kind of work as a filler, so like the cactus can stand on this. Now I'm using 4 pieces of sticks. Now for this part you can use barbecue sticks or even toothpicks, literally anything you have in your house. And now I'm gonna put them through the cardboard so I can put them in the styrofoam. Now before putting them in the actual pot, I'm gonna cut it to the length I need and then just stick it in the styrofoam.
Sorry, I ain't got no money, I'm not trying to be funny, but I left it all at home today. You can call me what you wanna, I ain't giving you $1 this time.
Now for the fillers, I'm using some marbles. You can use tiny rocks or sands or anything you prefer. And by the way, I just said sands. That's weird.
You can call it how you wanna, I ain't giving you $1 this time. Have you ever felt?
Are you listening?
Now this is probably the easiest one. You're gonna need a mug and a pair of eyelashes. Now these can be even old eyelashes like mine is. This is used. You can just wash it off and just use them again because you're not gonna wear it again. So by the way, I missed a few steps right there. I used glue and I'm just gluing the eyelashes to the mug. And I'm also going to be using this old hairband. This is kind of like a recycling thing. The eyelashes and the hairband. I don't use it anymore. It's broken. So I'm just going to put them in and tape it down. And then just put your favorite pencils or whatever you want to put in them. And we're done.
Okay.
To make the DIY invisible bookends, you're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock the same size and then you're going to fold them in half like this. Now this is pretty self-explanatory, it doesn't need any directions, and then fold them again like this. Now using the scissors, I'm going to cut one portion from this and fold them like this. Now you can glue it or tape it down. I just chose to staple it because nobody's gonna see them, and then just cut the extra pieces off. Now you're gonna need 2 of them, the same exact thing, and then you just take a book and keeping a few pages at the end, open it up and just put the book end like this. So this goes against the wall like this, and then just put however many books you want, and then take the other piece and just take another book and place it on the same way, and then we're done. No more falling books. Problem solved. So guys, as you guys can see, I have placed the metal grid on the wall, and now I'm gonna make stuff to decorate it. I'm going to start by measuring a string and fold it in half and cut it like this. And then just you have to make a bunch of them, and I'm using this wooden frame which you can find at craft stores or like places where they sell fabric or sewing stuff. I'm pretty sure you're going to find it there. And I'm just going to attach the strings onto the wooden frame just like this. As you guys can see now, I'm happy with how it looks, but to be honest, the wooden frame was looking a little empty, so I'm adding a few more yellow strings to it to make it a little more fuller. And now I'm gonna trim the edges. Now I'm making a triangle at the bottom, but you can just cut it to whatever shape you want. But I know it's not perfect, but I really liked how it turned out. To make the DIY calendar, I've cut a few pieces of cardstock to the same size and I'm just writing the name of the months on them, and then I'm gonna write numbers 0 to 9 on them, and then again 0 to 3 on them. Now I'm just arranging them in their order like this, and then you're gonna need a nail and a hammer and a styrofoam. So I'm gonna make holes on the top of the cardstock so we can hang them. And then it should look something like this. Now I'm gonna be using 3 safety pins, and using a plier I'm gonna make it as flatter as possible. Then put the safety pin through the hole, and then we can just hang it to our metal grid. And we're done. That was it for today's video. Hope you guys liked it, and if you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And also ring that notification bell that will give you notification every time I upload a video. I think that's how it works. So, see you next week. Bye guys!